Taiwan's long-delayed F-16V program has finally moved forward, with ground tests beginning in the United States and offering a long-awaited sign of progress. Recent photos showed a two-seat F-16V taxiing at a U.S. airfield, marking a key milestone for the modernization effort after years of slippage. The images provided the clearest indication so far that the previously stalled program has now moved ahead into active testing. The aircraft was spotted at Greenville-Spartanburg Airport in South Carolina, a major F-16 production and test hub. The photos were first shared by a US-based aviation photography page over the weekend, quickly circulating among defense watchers. The jet carried tail number 6831 and bore the label First Taiwan F-16 Block 70, identifying it as the lead aircraft in Taipei's new batch. Taiwan's Air Force confirmed that initial ground tests have been completed and that the overall schedule currently remains on track. The update comes amid intense scrutiny from lawmakers over years of delays that have dogged the island's fighter jet program. Officials in Taipei said they are pressing both Washington and Lockheed Martin to accelerate the delivery timetable as tensions with China rise. Lockheed Martin is building 66 F-16V Block 70 fighters for Taiwan under a $7.8 billion deal intended to bolster the island's air defenses. The sale was approved by Washington in 2019 as part of a broader push to modernize and expand Taiwan's aging fighter fleet. Deliveries were originally scheduled to begin in 2023, but have slipped due to supply chain disruptions and engineering challenges. No aircraft have yet been delivered to Taiwan, drawing sharp criticism from opposition lawmakers worried about a shrinking deterrent window. Taiwanese Air Force Chief of Staff Li Qingjian said additional oversight measures are being used to track progress and manage risk. Li noted that flight testing of the first aircraft will only begin after all ground validation work is fully completed. He warned that delivering all 66 jets by the end of 2025 now carries a very high level of risk given the current pace. Defense Minister Wellington Koo says payments to the contractor are being slowed to reflect the delays and keep leverage. Taipei has made clear that funds will not be released ahead of delivery for any jets that are not yet completed and accepted. For Taiwan, the new F-16V Block 70S are vital as the PLA sharpens its rapid strike capabilities and expands its air presence near the island. The Block 70 variant features an active electronically scanned array radar, giving pilots far better detection and tracking. It carries upgraded mission computers and avionics, enabling more complex missions and better data fusion in combat. An optional integrated electronic warfare suite improves survivability against modern radars and surface-to-air missiles. The jets can employ a broader range of precision-guided munitions, including advanced air-to-ground weapons. They also support anti-radiation and standoff strike capability, letting Taiwan hit threats from safer distances. The test aircraft was fitted with conformal fuel tanks along the upper fuselage to extend endurance for long patrols. These tanks free up underwing hardpoints for additional weapons, improving the jet's overall combat load. The example seen is a two-seat variant, equipped with a dorsal electronics pod that can house extra systems or training gear. Block 70 outperforms Taiwan's older F-16 Block 20 fleet in radar, avionics, weapons options, and survivability. It is designed for high-intensity, long-duration conflict, suiting a scenario where sustained operations against the PLA are required. The configuration is optimized to counter China's expanding missile and air power by improving Taiwan's own ability to fight and endure. Lockheed Martin has reportedly already delivered F-16 Block 70 jets to customers such as Bulgaria and Slovakia from its US line. Taiwanese officials say those handovers could free up production capacity and allow full-scale focus on the Taiwan order. The company is said to be running 2 shifts of up to 20 hours a day on the F-16 line in an effort to speed up output. The latest test activity comes as China steps up military pressure around Taiwan with more frequent air and naval patrols. Taipei says PLA air and naval units operating closer to the island and more often, raising the risk of incidents. Taiwan views the new jets as critical to deterring escalation across the strait and convincing Beijing that any attack would be costly.
25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.